Hello there, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Angela from artorai.com. This is a video that I've been wanting to do for a while now, but I just haven't had everything that I need to make it, but now I do. So what I'm going to be doing is showing you how to make a complete stamp cleaning kit. That's making the stamp cleaning solution to making the little box with your stamp cleaning brushes inside. I'm going to give you a rundown of everything that I'm going to be using. Got some foam tape, my sticky scissors to cut the foam tape. I had the worst job finding this. It is a Babywipe travel carrier, like travel box, and I had looked everywhere and I could not find one. Anyway, after extensive search I did manage to find one, obviously, but I think it's a little bit too big. But never mind, it works, I think. I haven't tried it yet because I haven't quite made what I want to. This is going to be where you clean your smaller stamps. These right, I don't know what's wrong with my camera today, but it keeps going off. I'm babbling away at the screen for 10 minutes before I realised it wasn't even recording. So we're going to be using one of these as well. It's like a paint edging tool, which is really handy because it comes with these really soft brushes on there, bristles, and you get 2 spare pads for it, which is what I'm going to use for the ink cleaner, the ink cleaning tool. So I'll put this to one side, show you what else I'm going to use. First of all, you need some liquid glycerine. Now, I don't know why this bottle is so tiny. I've ordered a tiny bottle of this and really huge bottles of everything else. But anyway, you need liquid glycerine. You need baby shampoo. Yes, massive. But thankfully, you don't have to be a baby to use baby shampoo. So this will be used. And if I want to use it to make more stamp cleaning solution, then I can. And yet another massive bottle, which was unnecessary, of rose water. This is absolutely beautiful. The smell is gorgeous. It reminds me of the floral gems or floral gums that I used to eat when I was a kid. Really, really lovely. And it's good as well because you can use it for all kinds of things. You can put it on your skin. I'll just leave that there if you want to have a look at it. But it's good for cleansing your skin. So even though this is a massive bottle and I did buy it to make the stamp cleaner, it can be used for cleansing your skin and all sorts. You know, it's really handy to have. And you need distilled water. Now, because this video is all over the place, I'm going to show you this bottle. This is the bottle that I've used to make my stamp cleaner. And it is too big, of course, like everything else on here. It's really big, but I couldn't resist it. It's really fancy. It's lovely. It's only plastic, but it's really nice. I bought 2 of these in a pack as well. I will leave links to everything in the description just in case you're interested. And we also have some measuring tools. So I've got some measuring spoons and some measuring cups. You can use a measuring jug or whatever if you want. I don't have a jug up here with measurements on, but so there we go. That's everything we're going to need for making our very own DIY stamp cleaning set. Oh, that's massive. I'll move that out the way. So let's get on with it. Right, I've gone and made this up because I forgot I didn't press play or record on my camera. So I'm going to have to do it all over again. Good job I got 2 bottles. We need 2 tablespoons of the liquid glycerine. So I'm going to put those in now. Tablespoon. 2 tablespoons of glycerine. Where's my little thing? There it is. Oh well. Because I'm going to have enough stamp cleaner to last me forever. Sometimes it helps when you're using these little funnels. Sometimes it helps if you just lift it up a bit. Helps it to flow more smoothly. While that's falling through, I'll clean this tablespoon. As I don't know about you, but I do find stamp cleaning equipment is quite expensive, so being able to make your own, I mean, it wasn't cheap buying all of this by any means, but it would last for ages. You could even make your own and sell it if you check the laws in your country for making stuff like this, or for selling stuff like this anyway. It's different when you're making it for yourself than when you're shipping it to other people. Sometimes you've got to be very careful about what your post office will allow you to ship. Right, so that was 2 tablespoons of glycerin. We need 1 tablespoon of the baby shampoo. Baby shampoo does already contain glycerin, but I'm not sure it's enough, so that's why we've added the liquid glycerin as well. Give that a clean. Right, so that's cleaned. Now we also need 1 teaspoon of rose water. Again, I've bought a massive bottle of rose water here. Right, so we want 1 teaspoon of this. Gives it a really lovely smell, although to be honest that baby shampoo has a nice smell of its own. So 1 teaspoon of rose water. Now what we need to do is add 7 ounces of distilled water. So I did a quick search online. I don't have a measuring jug up here or anything like that. I do have some measuring cups. So I looked it up, and 7 ounces is just under a full cup. So I'll put just under a full cup. In fact, I'll put a full cup in there. It should still be okay. Perhaps just a little bit under like that. Don't want to fill it too full because I'll spill it. Right, when I did this off camera accidentally, I was very, very careful about pouring this in. So it's going to take me a while, so I'll just speed through it, or you can obviously skip ahead. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I didn't spill too much, just a little bit really. So it's probably just as well I put a little bit more in. Now as you can see, this bottle is too big. I could probably have used one sort of half this size, but they're just so adorable, I couldn't resist. Just clean off around the rim. Now it does all sort of stick gloop on the bottom, everything that you've put in, so it does need to be mixed. And don't worry about shaking it up, because where's the other one? It will shake up and it will look like that for a while, but it doesn't matter. It's just the shampoo. So just give it a good mix, and it should stay mixed. The ingredients shouldn't separate even after a while. So it doesn't really matter if it goes foamy or anything like that. Right, now we are going to make the scrubbing pads. I have not tried these yet. This is the first time I've made it, so we'll see how it goes. So, as I said, I'm going to take one of these edger pads here, and I'm going to cut these off. They're just kind of cardboard really. So I'm going to show you what it looks like first. So that is stuck in there, and I'm going to put another one there. So we'll clean the stamp on one side and dry it off on the other, if that makes sense. So first I'm going to cut off these bits. And what I like about these is they are quite soft. They're not going to damage, or they shouldn't damage your stamps. So please bear in mind, I am not saying that these are not going to damage your stamps. I'm just hoping that they don't, but they are quite soft. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some, I don't want to add liquid glue onto there because it might melt the plastic, but I'm just going to add some strips of foam tape. Right, give them a bit of a press down there, just to make sure everything sticks nicely. Open this. Keep opening it the wrong way. What am I like? Right, I'm going to try and get it as close to that as I can, but it's only for me, so it doesn't make that much difference. If you can find a smaller one of these, it would be ideal. Right, I'm going to put that in as best I can. as evenly as I can, but it's like I say, it's not 100% perfect, but it doesn't matter. Let's get rid of these. Right, I think it might be a good idea to, hang on, do I have a permanent marker? Yes, I do. Of course I do. I use them all the time, don't I? So, if you write on wet and dry, so you know exactly what you're doing. Because normally I will forget. So we're going to clean the stamp on there and dry it on there. And I know I need to test. I haven't tested any of this out yet, so I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to try both kinds of stamps, the clear ones and the red rubber ones. Let me just get rid of all of these first. Right, I'm going to try some larger stamps and some smaller stamps, because I'm going to clean some on there and I'm going to clean them just how I would normally clean a stamp without that scrubby thing. Right, these are just ones I got from Temu, I think, so hopefully no harm, no foul. Right, I'll go on there like that, but never mind. I am going to, what am I going to do with this? Oh dear, you can tell I haven't thought this through. Right, so I'm going to bung some paper on there. Put this, oh, this sticky stuff's worn off, so lift that up. And for a full test, I don't know if I should be doing this. Right, I'm going to be using Stazon ink, but this is a solvent ink and it's a beggar to clean, so I don't know, and like I said, I don't know how this is going to work. We shall soon see. Oops. Oh, it smells nice, that actually. Okay. Give that a stamp as normal. Right. So normally these are terrible to clean, but what I'm going to do is just use a microfiber cloth and my new solution, which I haven't even tested yet. How do I open it? Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. It hasn't got it completely off, but it is Stazon ink. So I imagine with pigment or water-based inks it should clip, but then again water-based inks clean off with just water, don't they? Do you think that's clean? Well, there's certainly none coming off of my hand, so seems to be okay so far. Now I'm going to try a smaller stamp. Put that one back. If I can get it the right way. Right, I'll use a smaller one, still with the Stazon ink, because I want to use this now. Not quite sure how to do it, but again the Stazon ink. I'm not bothered about the stamp staining so much, as long as it's clean and nothing comes off after it's been cleaned, if that makes sense. Right, so I suppose you could either put it on there or put it on your stamp, clean it like that, and then dry it on there like that. Now that looks as though, yeah, I've put too much stuff on, far too much stuff on it. Obviously just needs a light spray, but that has cleaned. That has cleaned really nicely actually. Right, I shouldn't have sprayed it on there. I should have just given a light spray on the stamp and then cleaned it like that. But that's okay. It is cleaning, thank goodness, and it's cleaned the Stazon. Right, well, I'm going to try now red rubber stamps. I have like a million of them from Stampin' Up, so I'll give it a go. I shall try this one. It's one of my favourite all-time stamp sets from Stampin' Up. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. I've used this one before, so it is a little bit stained. I don't know if that stain will come off using this solution. I don't know if that's going to fit on there. So I'm going to try this again with the Stazon ink. I'm going to try 2 different ways of cleaning it again, like I've just shown you. That is just so beautiful, that stamp. I love it. I don't use it enough. Right, I'm going to spray a bit onto the cloth this time because that seems to be coming out a bit fast. That's it, that's better. And I suppose when you finish cleaning it like that, you could dry it off like that anyway, couldn't you? That's cleaned really well actually, considering it was really stained to start with. So I'm going to try cleaning it in there. Again, using the Stazon. I hardly ever use this Stazon, it's getting good use today. Right. Always keep that lid on there because it'll dry out if you don't. Okay, so put that on there again. Right. Now I'm going to spray that just a tiny bit because there's already some on the fuzzy thing. Wash and dry. Oh yeah, look at that. That's come off really cleanly. That's really nice. In fact, that's cleaner than I could get it using my water-based ink. Yep, lovely. I wasn't sure if this was going to work because, like I said, this is the very first time I've done this. But I'm loving it. I am really loving it. I think it's a great idea. As far as I know, the ingredients in here, I think the most toxic ingredient in here is the baby shampoo. And even that's not too bad, is it? But I mean, if you're worried about spraying chemicals around while you're cleaning, you can wear a mask, you can open your windows. But I just think, yeah, I just think that's great. So the stuff that I've bought for this solution is going to last a long, long time. I think the only thing I would have to probably buy a bit more of is the liquid glycerin, because that was only a small bottle where everything else I bought's massive. So I'm hoping that it's going to be okay. I don't see why not. If it can clean Stazon like that, then it can clean your other inks like that as well. I think it's, and this is perfect. I know it's a little bit big, sort of long, but if you don't care about that, then, you know, you can use that if you want, or if you can find something a little bit smaller that these will fit into, then great. But I'm over the moon. Absolutely over the moon that this has worked, because I had visions of not being able to upload this video because I had a feeling that everything was just going to go terribly wrong, but it hasn't. It's worked out really nicely and everything works well. I'm really pleased. The only blunder I've done in this video, wait for it, of course, is when I forgot to switch on, I forgot to press record when I made the first lot of stamp cleaner. So now I have 2 bottles of stamp cleaner. Hopefully that'll last a long time. But anyway, I hope this has been useful to you, making your very own stamp cleaning kit from scratch. And it wasn't cheap to buy everything, as I've said, but it will last a long time. And if you wanted to, you could even make your own DIY ones if you could find a better container than this to even sell. Like I say, if it's applicable, if it's allowed in your country, if you're allowed to send things like this through the post, I don't know. I've never looked into it. But thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if it's been helpful. Please let me know if you have any other ideas about stamp cleaning or different ways to make up your own stamp cleaning solution. Thank you again. You're all awesome. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye now.